Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at the Madluvv Brow Gel. Alright guys, so I wanted to come on here today and I wanted to show you a new product that Madluvv has come out with. If you guys have been with me for a little while, you have seen my Madluvv video that I did before with their eyebrow stamp. And I will say also that I did have a little bit of a trouble with the soft brown in that video, and Madluvv actually reached out to me and they wanted to send me a new one because they said that there was something probably wrong with that formula, because if you guys watched the video, you saw like there was a ton of product coming off and it was actually darker than the dark brown one that I was trying to use as well. So they did send me a new one, and they also asked if I would like to try out a new product that they just released. They released it, I believe, last Tuesday, and it's a brow gel. So it's just a clear brow gel that you can put over top of your eyebrows without anything on them to keep their shape, or you can put it over top of any of your eyebrow powders or gels that you use on your eyebrows or their eyebrow stamp, and it helps keep it, just really seal it in and keep it on. I have tried it a couple times this week. I gave it a little test. I was super upset because the post office said they delivered my package and I didn't get it for a couple days, and I was kind of freaking out, but it finally arrived. So I got it a little bit late, but I still wanted to get on here and do this video for you guys so you could really just see the product in action, because I feel like that's always helpful for me to decide if I want something, is to see a real life person use it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyebrow stamp with the soft brown they sent me so we can test that out and see if it was a formula issue and I just had a faulty one, which totally happens sometimes with companies. And then we're gonna use the brow gel over top of it, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit about my thoughts on it. I've used it for a couple times this week, and yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. All I have on my face right now is primer and foundation, just because that's usually what I put on my face before I do my eyebrows, and then I always do my eyebrows next, so that I can then use concealer to clean them up, and then I do the concealer on my face and then move on with my face and my brows are done. So different people do this in different orders, and that's totally fine. You can do this however you want. All right, so normally when you buy this brow stamp, it comes, you can either buy a refill where it just comes as the tube by itself. So if you already have stencils that you really like, I know I have like Anastasia ones that I really love, you can use this along with any of those stencils you want, and you can just buy this. This would be considered a refill, and I think it's 19 and some change, so about 20 bucks. Or you can buy the actual kit, and the kit will come with 2 different size stencils, a eyebrow brush here with the little spoolie and this, or you can buy this brush by itself. It's $10, I believe. And then it comes with the stamp. So I'm gonna go ahead and use, I had these already from the ones that I purchased, so I'm gonna go ahead and use one of theirs to do the stamp. And I'm gonna do it in Trophy Wife. So I really like the shape of this one. The Socialite one's just a little bit too thick for me, and I already have crazy thick, unruly eyebrows, so I like to try to like tame them in, not let them be wild. So yeah. All right, so all we're gonna do here is, the nice thing about this is it is super user-friendly. And I also, my eyebrows are a little bit shorter than I like them, so I do come out a little bit past where my hair ends. And the nice thing about these Madluvv ones is because these are used also for like microblading and stuff, they have the little lines here so you can really line up where you want your eyebrow and your arch to be. So I will say that is one thing that I like about these stamps in particular. When you open it up, like I said in my other video, it's got the product on the inside, sponge here. That's the product there. I can already tell you right now that this looks completely different, because the first, if you look back at my old video when we looked at this, it looked very wet. And this looks a lot more like the other ones are that I have in the different colors are supposed to look like. So I already felt better about this when I opened it up and looked at it. I was like, oh, okay, this looks a little bit more normal. So what I like to do with these is I like to go a little bit darker on the end and then come a little bit lighter as I go into the inside. So I start on the end here, and you're just taking this sponge and you're just patting it over top of the stencil. And like I said, like I'm not putting a ton of product on here to start with, just because I don't know how dark it's gonna be or if I'm gonna need more or not. And then I just come in here with the existing leftover product and just create the eyebrow hairs right here. And I'm gonna draw in a couple too, just to make it look more real, but all right. So it's much, much lighter. I will tell you that right now. Like, it looks brown, it doesn't look black. So that's awesome. I still have to clean them up and I'm still gonna like blend it out and everything, but it's much better. So thank you. That was definitely a manufacturer, I guess, issue. I'm gonna go ahead and do the brow gel for you guys on this eye now. And we're gonna go ahead and take this here and we're just gonna brush this lightly on the top of my hairs here. You can also use this to shape your brows. So if you wanted to like do this beforehand, you could do this. And like, I know people are like into bringing their brows up like this, and it'll help kind of like mold them into that position that you want. I'm not that fancy, so I'm gonna use it just right over top of the product. And then I am gonna just take my little spoolie here and just kind of blend it out a little bit, just to make sure I don't have any like clumps of that product or anything like that, or like a large amount one place and not have it somewhere else. And I am kind of getting a little bit of it here too, I want to, and that's intentional because I am gonna clean this up with concealer, like I said. So some of this is gonna go away, but what's there, this will also kind of help seal it on. And then you can also just take like any of these tiny little micro pencils here. If you see an area where you feel like you need a little bit more, if you really wanted to darken up the end a little bit more, you could always just come in. I always like to have like a really long tail on my eyebrows for some reason. It's just a personal preference. So I usually always like will take this and bring like almost like make a wing on my eyebrow. But and like I said too, we're gonna clean this up and then we'll see exactly how it looks when we're done. But I'm just gonna add in a couple little hairs there. Okay, so it doesn't look such like a little stamp on my face. And I will say, by no means, I am no expert at eyebrows. This year, I am gonna be focusing on getting better because I want those Instagram brows. I'm just not there yet. And essentially you're doing this, and I like to do this with concealer that's a little bit lighter, like the one I use to highlight under my eyes and everything, because it actually will help really accentuate and highlight the brow. Because you're lightening up all the way around it, so it's gonna just really make it pop and stand out. And it can just really help you get it really nice and clean and hide any stray hairs that maybe you have. I'm gonna do my other eyebrow real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we'll talk about it. All right, so I went ahead and did the rest of my makeup so I don't look so crazy with my just eyebrows going on here. I will say, like, I can take my hand here, rub on my eyebrows. No product. I've got other product on my hands, but no eyebrow product. It really does kind of keep them like their shape and everything. And I definitely like the color of this brow stamp so much better. So thank you for letting me give it another shot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And like I said, they just released this eyebrow gel, which is on their site. And I'll go ahead and put the link down below for you guys. They also always have some type of promo going on. Usually it's like 10 to like 15%. So definitely check that out. I don't have a specific code for you guys, but I'm all about trying to find a code first before I buy anything. So there are definitely codes out there, so check that out too. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell and give me a like on this video, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.